Recording.
Cool. So, points of inspiration.
Woo.
So, I've got two. First one is for Matt, for putting invisible Cirilla on his shoulders.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Because that was really good. I was going to award it at the time, actually, but I got distracted. And then the second one's for Arthur, because I thought he did his side effect really, really well.
I'm glad. I was a little bit worried when I was doing it, but I'm glad it pulled through.
Yeah, it was really good. Alright. So, with the way I had to do cutting before, the way the last session ended is the matchups have been drawn. So everyone knows who they're up against, but that's as far as it's gone. So the announcer carries on and goes, right, this is going to be an eight combatant knockout tournament. So we're going to have the first round now. There'll be a 4-hour gap where we have planned a fight with one of our own gladiators against a monstrosity. Then we'll have the second round.
Wait, is that actual?
By another.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. there'll be and then we'll have the next round, and then there'll be another 4-hour gap where we'll do another fight against one of our different gladiators and a different monstrosity, and then it'll be the finals. The monstrosities were brought to us by our overlord Gorath, and he
kindly donated.
Kindly donated. Which he's brought here from his training grounds, and he sort of points up to the VIP box, and then everyone cheers. Woo.
Ooh, is he in there? Can we see him?
Yeah, you should be able to see him from where you are.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he's a very large half-orc man, and
ugly as fuck.
He's kind of like a sort of like an orangey, kind of like brown orc.
Before they drank the foul blood.
Yeah, he's actually very large. Not just kind of mean look constantly. And obviously, when you are looking up there, you do see also there's someone sitting next to Gorath, which is a elven man sitting next to him, who doesn't seem to be saying much. So
One of the generals, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I take a perception check on whether there's anyone else with him, or is it clearly that there's like just two people in this box?
From where you can see, from your angle, because it's quite high up. And to be fair, I say you can see these people. You can probably just see their bust, so you can probably see from like.
Oh, I see.
Here up, you can't really see much else. Other than that's kind of the kind of angle you're at. So you can't see if there's anyone behind them. You won't be able to see them, but you definitely can't see anybody sitting next to them.
Okay.
Sonny, is the box that they're in, has it got windows or is it just open?
It's open.
We're gonna go for an assassination attempt now.
Oh, I just thought fly on the wall kind of thing.
Yeah, I reckon do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Go for it. Just listen in.
Can you fly now?
Well, no. I mean, there's a magic barrier up for one, and for another thing, I was actually not fly on the wall, spider
you
on the
can't.
wall.
Is wild shape magic? It's well for try, right?
Surely it is.
I'd have to research it, find out if it's
It
magic
must
or
be.
not.
No, it must be. I think it should be like
It must
conjuration
be.
or something.
Yeah, it probably is.
gotta be.
Magically assume the shape of a beast.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we don't know. Well,
Yeah, but
we don't know about the barrier right now.
It could just be spellcast.
Yeah.
True.
And it could
That's right.
the barrier could just be over like the actual arena
Has anyone
ground,
told
if
us
you know what I
about-
mean.
Has anyone told us
Maybe
about
not
the
the
barrier?
stands.
Like, did we?
Yeah, we also don't know about the barrier yet. So maybe
No, we
should
don't
wait.
know. Yeah.
You will be.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we should maybe let Sunny finish.
It's all right. It's fine. So it carries on and goes. We have heard reports of magical users in the local vicinity. As a result, we'll be employing a safety measure, and we'll be deploying over the whole arena a anti-magic barrier. everyone's like booing, like fuck those mages, man. You know, death to the mages.
Can I
They're not
join
all
you?
that.
Drug.
I'm
Let's
gonna
just
join you.
sync in our sheet, yeah.
So
Heads up.
when this happens, you find out of the side gates 4 mages, and to each one 2 guards come out, and they sort of stand at the edges of the arena. So it will
they're
be
inside. They're on the
So
sand.
they're like in here. Oop.
so there's like one here, there's one here.
Oh, okay. So the bystanders.
everyone in the
is
seats
Okay. We're okay.
are okay.
Yeah, so no, because what they're going to do, they're going to cast it over the whole area.
Ah, portal from inside going around.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So each one will
They're in the
each
open.
one will contain the so you're kind of the best way to sort of see it, I guess, is so one person's probably going to cover like this area.
It's like quadrants, I guess.
Yeah, because it's too much to do in for one person to do it all. And again, they don't want someone from in the crowd to magically affect the arena as
Yeah.
well.
I don't have enough counter spells.
Well, I don't have any. I have Dispel Magic, but I don't think that works when you're in an anti-magic barrier.
No, you have to be like outside, like casting it.
Does
out.
anyone want any healing while we've still got?
Well, we're all full health, I think.
Good.
Aren't we?
Oh, did we long rest? We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He goes. Betting will open shortly. No, sorry. Betting is still open. We'll be closing it shortly. If you didn't get a chance to see all the odds, here are the odds. There's a 6-1 win for Hirin, 2-1 for Aegis, 4-1 Shade, 7-1 Morella, 1-1 Ogre, 9-1 Sasha, 4-1 Rhaegar, and 5-1 Starkriek.
Is that for the whole tournament?
Yeah, that's to win the whole thing.
Is he just down there at the moment in the pit?
He's still hit the announcers in the pit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he goes. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So he goes. We'll be announcing individual match odds shortly before each match starts. The combatants can also be bet as well. You will shortly have someone enter your room to take any bets that you wish to take. You can bet on yourself in your own matches also.
Right.
Sweet.
What,
I
how
want
much?
to find out what. Wait, sorry. I know you're commentating, so technically I can't necessarily ask this question. But can I bet on match odds and then bet on game odds afterwards, or is it you have to bet now?
Bet whenever you want. So each round, the odds are going to change for winning the tournament.
Yeah.
So as people get knocked out, they reevaluate all the odds for the remaining people.
Okay.
So
Do
you
we
can
get the
do-
same for when we
Sorry?
start? Do we get the same odd for when we put in, even though it changes?
So until the first round finishes, so they're going to lock the winning ones during the first round. Because obviously you don't want to go, well, actually I don't want to bet on that person because he's just lost, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you have this chance to do the ones for the whole winning. They'll lock it while the matches are going on and then reopen it when the next round starts. But when the next round starts, those odds will be changing.
Okay, and we find out the odds for the current match. I'm literally thinking, do I want to bet on Starkriek to win with all my money now, or do I want to bet on the match and then...
Well,
Yeah, but that's up to you.
Starkriek's odds are only going to get
that's
worse.
The challenge.
No, I know, but what I'm thinking is, would the return from each match be more than the return from the whole thing, because I've only got 5 gold?
Well, I was gonna throw all my gold. I was gonna throw most of my gold on Starkriek at the start, and then rob gold to bet on further matches.
Oh.
no, that's
Thief.
good.
I don't think I have good enough sleight of hand for that, so...
I can rob for us.
Oh, I could help you out there. Slide
Well, what I was thinking. So I have a few questions. Are there just like bet boys in the audience, or is there like a desk?
No, because so obviously they don't expect you to all en masse go back to that front desk. That
Yeah,
was more
of
for the
course.
people who
So-
people wanted to do it as they come in. So what's going to happen is they're going to have people darted sort of around the bottom here in the crowds, and they'll be taking your bets.
Cookies!
Slide of
basically,
hand
yeah.
that shit.
Where are
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Where are the betting boys
Yeah,
putting the
I-
money? Like they must have
Yeah.
a token or something.
Yeah. So they've got like a rudimentary bum bag type of thing.
It's just a
So,
bag.
Bum bag.
Bearing in mind, though, they are guarded
How many
because
guards?
obviously. So you're going to have about 1 guard per person.
Okay.
I don't think we should fuck up the fight just to
I don't want to derail the
get a little
tournament.
bit of
that's the
extra
thing,
money.
yeah.
That's the problem. If
Yeah.
we kill anyone or do anything, something
Well,
like
I'm
that.
thinking, I'm thinking rob the crowd members rather than the bet boys.
Yeah, probably
Go for
the
a few
smart
little-
move.
And if it ain't no thing if just I get thrown out, you know, I'll just sit out for a while, you know. So
He's always trying to sneak back in. I
Siri,
suppose.
twiddles
Yeah,
her
exactly.
thumbs for the next 2
Yeah.
hours.
we'll dissociate ourselves from Starkriek after placing bets on him.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, remember with the NPC fights, I've just got a script, so I'm just going to read the scripts off. So that shouldn't take that long. So even though it's 4 matches in the first round, that'll be over pretty quickly.
Yeah, true.
The longest
Okay.
bits will be the RP and Starkriek's fights because obviously they're going to be rolled for.
Yeah.
So
So, should we go bet on Starkriek now? Just for winning,
we'll do
get out of the way.
the
So what? So what's the round odds? I'm assuming the commentator gets to that next.
yeah, so he's going to start. He's going to start with obviously the Starkriek and Hirin odds. So he goes right for the first round. First match will be Starkriek versus Hirin. The odds for this is 1-1 Starkriek and 2-1 Hirin to win this fight. You can also place these odds before we before we close the odds for the round.
Okay, 100% going to a betting boy and putting my 5 gold on Starkriek to win
To win what? The round or the tournament?
the tournament.
I'll put 15 down on Starkriek winning the tournament. I'll mark that down.
So,
Down
Yeah.
for me to win as well.
I should probably mark these down myself because otherwise I'm going to forget.
I'll let
Yeah,
you.
so-
I'll let you write down those, and then I've got to do something as well.
So Cirilla did. Whoops. What
I
was
put
it?
15.
So 15 gold, 5-1. 5-1. Starkriek
75.
to win. So yeah, you will then get that times 6 at the end of it, which is 90. You'll get at the end of it.
90. My maths.
Aramil, could you get your initial stake back? Don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Aramil, you're betting 5 for Starkriek to win. Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And then Matt, did you
5 ago.
say you
5
were
ago.
gonna 5 for you to win the whole thing as well?
Yep.
Sonny, is there anyone rich looking around, or who's handing over gold at the moment?
Can you roll a perception check?
I've completely lost web perception. Oh, it's wisdom. 13.
So not really. No, there's like a lot of frantic movement going on. So a lot of hands and a lot of golds are being exchanged. The guy's kind of like doing all. You know, you can barely keep up with.
Can I just bump into the nearest person and try and like palm any gold they might have on them?
Sure.
I was
So yeah, you're going to have to do a sleight of hand check, and against I don't know, I suppose. a passive.
16 total.
Yep. So you managed to do that.
How much gold do I get?
6.
6. Nice. I might just bet that straight on Starkriek. Alright, I'm gonna try my luck. I'm gonna bump into one more person and do the same thing.
Sleight of hand.
21.
Oh my god. Yep. So you managed that as well.
How much do I get off them?
7.
So that's 13 total. Sweet. So I'll bet all. So what? Sorry, what are the odds? It's Starkriek. What is it for him to win the whole thing?
5-1.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put 13 gold on. I'll put 10 gold on him to win the whole thing.
10. So you'll get 60 back if he wins. Well, yeah. Actually, I should say if as well. But...
Can I do the exact same as what Haiss has just done?
Yeah.
Just go
Of course.
to the whoever's collecting the bets. Just go towards them in that
Alright.
vicinity, and yeah. Just
All of
like
you are
that,
so
someone
dishonest. I'm
I'll
using
lie-
my own money.
I was tempted to keep going because I had 3 lucky points because we did a long rest, but I don't want to push my luck. I'll wait.
All right. Sleight of hand then.
else. Alright. 26 or nat 20.
You got that 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You get. Hang on. Let's see. I'll roll. 24 gold from that person. That
Wow,
person was
nice.
quite wealthy.
Oh,
God
dude,
damn.
20,
Nice,
20
nice.
gold for him to win. Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like I should save a bit.
I mean, I put 10.
Yeah, that's all right,
and I
4
saved
gold.
3
But yeah, 4. I think 4's enough for a few drinks. Yeah, I'll put 20 on.
Okay. 20 on Starkriek to win the whole thing. You'll get 120 if he wins.
Sweet.
Nice. You better win.
Funny, I will
Better
bet.
motherfucking win, bro.
I'll try.
So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go back to Starkriek in his room.
I had one question actually.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's not really relevant. So bardic inspiration, will that work
Yeah.
through a magical barrier or not? It doesn't. It's not a spell. It's like a feature. It says
I
you
think
can
you're gonna have the
inspire
challenge-
others through stirring words or music.
The challenge you're going to have
Making yourself heard, I would have thought.
is making yourself heard over the crowd. I think considering... I mean, we'll leave this up to a vote on whether this is going to be a roll or not, because this crowd is going to be shouting. It's like trying to play the guitar in a football match. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. So I would be perfect. I think it's perfectly fair to make it a roll, considering I would have to be like yelling over the crowd for him to actually hear me, because it does say who can hear you.
Be against.
Okay.
What would you have to? What would be the threshold?
Performance, I guess, and it would
Yeah,
be based
I would-
on how
Also, Sonny,
loud
how-
the
What
significant
would
crowd
class as
crowd is.
best?
How big is this?
Yeah.
How big is this arena? Because it says 60 feet radius, which isn't. Massive.
Oh yeah, maybe I can't reach.
Well, like, we might
It's
be
the
all
scale,
way
right?
Far back.
That's
yeah.
true. I mean, if you're sitting there, I reckon this whole thing's about 150 feet.
Wow. So yeah, there's no chance. It's 60.
So
feet.
like from top to bottom, it's a massive. I mean, the idea is it's like an Olympian Coliseum. It's
Well, if it's-
designed to have massive, because they hold all sorts of things here, not just a
Yeah.
knockout tournament.
Olympic
know,
Stadium.
If it's 150 feet, then I can more or less reach Starkriek when he's in like our half or quarter of the ring,
Yeah.
right?
So yeah, we'll do it based on performance, and I'll roll it against I don't know
How loud the
performance,
crowd
I
is,
guess.
yeah.
And we'll
Why
do it
not
based on that. If he,
against my passive perception.
yeah,
This
that's
is
true.
me hearing it.
That's a good point.
So yeah, you'd have to meet both checks, I suppose. You'd have to not only beat the crowd, but have Starkriek hear you.
So beat the crowd. I was like, yeah, that's about. Well, I would expect. Well, I don't know if Starkriek has beefy passive perception, but I would expect the crowd to be a harder check than that anyway.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause I think with his
you on our shoulders.
he's got a +5 to it now, so that will help.
Oh,
Well, the other thing is, if he spots you in the crowd, can't he read lips?
Yeah.
If he can spot you,
yeah.
But
If we
he has
lift
to
him
spot
up,
you first.
would he be taking
and look for long enough as well?
would he be taking his eyes off his opponent?
Yeah, exactly. So that's very
Yeah.
So
When we first go into the arena, I'll look.
yeah, okay.
Stare out to Siri. That's my girl.
Halfling in a crowd. That should be entertaining.
You get me on someone's shoulders.
Yeah.
So
You can go on Aramil's shoulders. Troy
Troy's the
went mine.
tallest.
So yeah, you're in this. So I'm going to go to Starkriek in his room.
Let me bring it back very quickly.
So you are obviously in the room with the other combatants. So they're all looking at. They were all looking at this window. So now they've seen the matchups and they've heard the rules and all that malarkey. They're all sort of coming away from the window. They're sort of having a look around, and they're kind of starting to approach the people they're up against. So what I can do is I will show you all their images, so you can kind of see the kind of people that you're looking at.
After your word comes off, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's,
okay. That's fine.
I'm leaving it off for a little bit.
Yep, that's cool.
So yeah, so those are the sort of the people that the appearance. So so from left to right
Where are you
at the
putting
top.
this?
So it's it's on the map. At the top of the map.
Oh, okay, I get you. Okay. Didn't see that.
So from left to right, and I'll try and do it quickly because I don't want to waste too much time on it. So the one on the left is Hirin, so your opponent. The second one is Aegis. Then it's Shade, Morella, Ogre, Sasha, and Rhaegar. So they're going across. So,
Okay.
Hirin, it comes up to you. So, sort of right up to you, and kind of goes.
Do that.
That's not what he does. Goes, may the best fighter win, and he puts his hand out to shake your hand.
Slap that hand
shake
away.
back and purposely squeeze as hard as I can on his hand.
Okay. Do you want to do a strength check? See if you crush his hand or whatnot.
That'd be great before a
Brothers
fight.
handshake.
Just normal strength.
Yeah. There's not more strength for this.
24.
Yeah, you're not going to break his hand, but he definitely feels the pain of it. He goes, ah! You're very strong.
Okay. I always aim to please, and I wink at him.
Alright. So I don't know if there's anything you wanted to do in the room before I summon you to the fight. If you want.
Can I tell what kind of armour he's got on and it's like the general armour of the others?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Come on. I will once my stuff loads. So he is wearing studded leather.
Okay.
So
What is he? What class is he?
you won't.
Oh, okay. It's not obvious.
It's halfling.
He's a
It's a
halfling.
halfling.
Oh.
It's a halfling.
God, he's gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
How is he
See
here?
you.
Unless he's super quick.
Yeah. Speed's not as important in D&D though, I feel.
It's weird that. Okay. So yeah. So he's got like I said, studded leather. I'm just going to go through this in order that I've got this. So
You can tell me if I can come up against them. Well, I'll just say I've looked now while I've got the time.
so Aegis, he has his plate armor on that he had before.
Mhm.
Come on. The struggle. Trundling along. Morella has half plate. Come on. Rhaegar has scale mail.
Can the
Sasha?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, Sasha's got hide armor. Come on. Shade has a studded leather, and the ogre has splint.
Can the winners loot the corpses of the losers?
Not really. Well, you can try, but I don't think it would be very good sportsmanship
You're
to
fucking
do so.
rude.
To start stripping off all their armor.
Teabag! Teabag!
Yeah, exactly.
I need to take the calls for burning? Sorry, just give me 5 more minutes.
So, what we'll do... Yeah. So, a guy comes into your room and goes, can Starkriek and Hirin please follow me to the arena?
Oh, not out yet.
So he's gonna, and obviously the Hirin's following you as well. Is following out. So you so he walks you through a corridor. You come to a sort of fork in the corridor, and he goes to Hirin. You follow that guy down that way. Starkriek, you come with me. So he takes you down a different corridor. The reason for that would be because you're in a different side. Right. So when you approach like a gate that leads into the arena, but the gate's closed at the moment. So the announcer's in the arena, and he goes, "Okay, our first combatant for today is the unknown fighter Starkriek."
Woo!
So your gate opens, and so for you to walk out.
Do I know that? Well, presumably I know that the other gate's opposite the one that Starkriek's just come out of.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm going to
obvious.
run over to where he's above where he's going to come out.
Okay. Alright. And he goes, and his opponent will be Hirin the Halfling.
Boo.
Ooh. Filthy
You
halfling.
start going.
You're gonna die here, halfling.
God, you guys are arseholes.
I'll post a picture of Hirin, a picture of Hirin as well. So you got it.
I will grab it.
I got 21 on my initiative.
Cool. That's good. I need to ask you that
Beat
anyway.
that here in.
Yeah.
My armor class is 18, by the way, Sonny.
Yep, I've got that already. And you got that plus your dex. Okie. Now I don't know. I was debating this. I don't know whether you guys want to roll initiative if you plan on doing anything during the fight.
There's no way I'm interfering because I'm gonna get.
Nothing that would impact the fight.
Yeah, I think we all kind of realise that we can't really do anything without completely ruining our plan.
Mm.
Fine.
We can scheme.
Starkriek,
We can scheme,
Yeah.
but I don't think we
always
need to do
scheme.
that in combat.
No, we can let him fight before we scheme.
So Starkriek, you got 56 health, correct?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So the announcer starts walking off the thing, and he goes, "Right, as per all tournaments, well, as for this tournament, a gong has been placed in Gorath's box, and he will start each match personally."
I draw my sword and I salute him with my greatsword.
So he kind of salutes back and draws both his short swords in a sort of combat-ready position. So this big gong they basically put right next to Gorath, and he just basically whacks it with his fist. And you just hear this massive gong noise. I'm not going to repeat that. So, first up is Hirin.
Ooh,
We'd be
Oh, they've
first.
got good decks. That's one.
he's a halfling, I guess. He looks like a rogue.
So-
to
Gonna
me.
one
I bet-
shot
I bet he's a-
Starkriek.
I bet he's a
Fast and
rogue.
hard to hit.
Yeah, I think he's a
Yeah,
rogue.
So-
sure.
No, he's a ranger.
Do you reckon?
Okay,
A rogue
so
would be useless in a 1v1 battle.
So I'm going to let you RP some of these attacks. So he basically didn't succeed in hitting you. So you can.
I can totally picture like just little.
Okay. So your
Parry
turn.
back. What do I get? What do I add? Plus 8. So 16?
That's a hit. I remember if it's you have to be equal to or higher than an armor class.
If you're equal to, you hit.
Equal.
Okay,
Meets
You
it,
hit
beats it is how I remember it.
okay.
Equal or higher.
So you've hit.
Yeah. Beat it. I like that.
Yes.
Okay. So then roll for damage.
13. And then I'm going to do my extra attack.
Yep.
This time I'm going to take
Oh.
off 5, add 10 if I hit.
Okay.
So I add 3 to this one instead, so that's 22.
The hit.
That's 9 plus 5. That's
Jesus.
14 plus 10. That's 23.
23. So what damage is that in total?
What do I do? 13 first?
Yeah.
So 36.
30.
Could you imagine in one hit?
So you basically slash him across his chest pretty deeply. So he's bleeding quite a lot. One thing I will say is he does sort of start looking at Gorath's box quite intently.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Is he cheating? Cheat! I won't shout that yet.
Uh,
If he does anything dodgy, I'll
so-
shout.
What he does, he sort of comes at you. I'm not going to roll for this, but he comes at you specifically making it easy for you to block him. So I don't know what you do with that information. But your training would know that he's doing this because you've obviously combat trained.
It's fixed. It's all fixed.
I don't know what's going
But why is it fixed? Is the
Got a
question.
bomb attached to him.
on.
Just running.
I'd cut him down if it was me, just to be sure.
So you're saying it's
Dodge.
clear that-
Ask him.
He clearly wants you to block. He's moving in such a way, so he's not. He's obviously making it look like he wants to attack you, but he's considering the way he's been moving. He's obviously, he knows how to fight, but he's obviously just like he's sort of attacking like this, in a motion that's easy for you to basically put your sword up and block him.
Just call him out on it. Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, why aren't you fighting? I'm going to say quite enough for us to be between us two.
Yeah.
I'm going to say,
So- Well, are you going to block him? Because if you don't block him, he will cut you. Obviously.
I'm going to block him.
Okay, cool. I've got to make sure. I've got to make.
But like,
I've got it. I have to specify. That's all.
But like in the block, I'm going to like try and go up close to him in the block and be like, why are you being a fool? You should be attacking me properly.
Okay. He goes. I can't try to remember his voice now. You seem like a very strong Dragonborn.
Is that what he says? What?
No. He's
Oh, okay.
carrying on. I just.
He's trying to psych himself up.
He's Do you? I could use your help with something.
What?
Oh my god, mid-fight.
How
The
can I help
plot
in this game?
thickens.
I want to see where
Yes.
this goes. Hang on.
You're asking what he could help you with, yeah?
How can I help when he's dead?
Oh. Well. I have a personal beef with Gorath.
Beef.
Why did they join the queue?
Everybody's got a beef with Goroth. This rebellion thing could totally work.
Yeah, it could definitely work.
My voice with him is bad. I should have practiced it. If I attack you from a jump, could you launch me into his box?
Toss me. That's a
Going.
Please
toss
do
me.
it.
Please do
This
it.
will be hilarious.
Please do
Throw
it.
him up
He's
there.
gonna die anyway.
100%. Get him with your sword
And you're
and swing
blameless.
him
Just
towards
swing,
the box.
yeah,
Yeah.
just swing, and just be like,
we'll
oh.
try. We'll make it look like we work together on this because we're like close together. And look like we're talking.
You can
No,
pass it
cut him
out.
down a
No,
little
no,
bit
stop
more.
it.
No, because
And
he's
it's
obviously
not-
doing. You're obviously both applying force to this, so it's almost like you're in a stalemate situation. Yeah, in a lock.
I think
So
you should do it. I think it'll be so funny. Just
I think you should 100% just whack him
But
with
bear in mind,
the
obviously, this
flat
conversation-
edge of your sword.
But obviously,
up
we're
into
talking
the-
about it quite a lot. But obviously, in the space of the fight, you're only talking about like 2-3 seconds. So
This
Yeah.
is so fishy. I'm just saying to him, this is never going to work.
I could bardic inspiration you. This could work.
Are they close enough though?
The best
How
plan.
far away are
I
they?
just say it's never going to work, and I will make sure your death is avenged, and let's attack him. There's no way.
Oh,
Fine.
Expendable anyway.
There's no way. It will
so work.
that's fine. I mean, he would have spent his turn setting all that up, so he can't attack you.
Yeah, so I'm going to off 5. God damn.
Anyway, and try to hit him up.
That's 19.
I hope it turns out everyone in entering to try and kill Gorath.
Well, everyone's got their own reasons. So
So So as a 19.
No, everyone will want to assassinate Goroth apart from one dude that's like, oh man, I fucking love Goroth. He's my idol. I've been waiting for this chance since I was 3.
To hit Sunny.
So yeah, you hit him with the 19.
So it's 22 on the damage.
Oh, 22 damage. Okay.
Does
Then
that
second
kill
hit.
him?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same again. Take off 5. Okay, that's 3, 20, unnatural.
Okay.
Unnatural 20. That's 11 plus 5. That's 16, 26.
Cool. So that is enough to kill him. So you can RP. You're killing him as many in whatever way you feel like. So you can base this off the deadlock. So from the deadlock, you can kind of RP it from there.
Yeah, so I just say like you're a fool thinking this is going to work. Your death will be avenged. So I'll push him off and just off with his head.
Okay.
There's a moving dragon.
I'll be right back, but Aramil's just going to sit in and watch the rest as he's waiting for his money to come in.
Okay. So everyone cheers because obviously, you know, clearly the match is over. So the announcer comes back out and goes, and your winner of the first match is Starkriek.
Woo!
Everyone just cheers. Woo!
What a legend!
I half-heartedly acknowledge the crowd with my sword, and then just like go back into the cave.
Yeah. I mean, you took no damage from that, so you don't even need healing. Which is fine. It's a shame you didn't do it because I'll tell you what later off thing what that would have happened. But
You would have just been killed straight away by Goroth anyway.
Gore would have probably just ripped his spine out or
But-
something.
He was gonna die anyway, so he's expendable.
You would have been so suspicious on Starkriek.
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah. So the announcer goes, right. The next match, which should prove to be very exciting, will be Aegis versus the Ogre.
Can I cheer when I hear Aegis' name?
He's dead, man. He's dead.
He's gonna get.
Nah, he's
He's
cool, man.
gonna
Nah,
get
we got an understanding. Me and Aegis is cool.
No,
What's
but he's
the
dead.
odds
He's
for,
gonna die.
I don't want my buddy to die.
So
The odds on this,
He goes-
fight, Sunny?
So the odds on this fight will be 2-1 Aegis, 1-1 Ogre. You may
I'm gonna bet
place
my,
your bets now.
I bet my 80 silver pieces on Aegis.
How much? 80 silver.
Pieces. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Sonny,
So Starkriek.
how secure are the money bags to like the back of these guys?
I mean, obviously they're guarded, so the guard is. So you can imagine the guard's kind of behind him, keeping an eye on it.
Could I like kind of slip my hand in and just like take like a bunch of gold out?
You'd have to.
What would I have to do or roll for that? I could just chat to the guard. I could just go up and chat to them.
Yeah, I think because the guard is, you'd have to. I think what you'd have to do is pass his perception against your sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Because he's on guard. He is looking.
Yeah.
Because before, with the people, it was against their passive perceptions.
Yep.
But this obviously isn't like that at all.
Okay.
So just 2-1.
Damn, you're gonna go for it.
I've got 3 lucky points, so I'm willing to use all of them to get a good roll.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it, Sonny. I'm gonna go up to one of the boys who we didn't bet with, so we can still get our winnings. So I'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
like another one. And yeah, I'm gonna just
Alright.
try and stealth
Alright.
my way up.
Do your sleight of hand.
Alrighty. Okay, so I'm immediately gonna use a lucky point. So shit. I'm gonna use another one.
Oh
Wow.
no!
Right, I need to get the
Alright, that's better.
guard
19
stats to
total.
be fair. Actually, no matter what he's got, he's not going to beat that. So
Oh, okay.
that's fine. You are successful.
Woo!
So this is off that okay. I want to know actually, how much are you planning on trying to take out?
As much as possible.
Are you trying to do quick hand in and out, or are you trying to get a fair amount out?
No, I want to get like a fair amount.
Okay. So how am I going to do this? I will do that and that.
Man, I rolled a 3 and a 9 on the first 2 though, so yeah, that's 2
Oh,
lucky points
shit.
fucking gone.
Yeah, I don't have any lucky points, so I feel like it's too risky.
I'm trying to think.
I'm
best
gonna stop
RP
after this actually
is-
because Well, the way I was gonna do it, I was planning on like going to the garden, like kind of stumbling and be like, "Oh, my bad," like, just being
Yeah,
like really
but I think-
obvious and grab onto
think-
him.
Yeah, but I think obviously no matter how you slice it, you're only going to take a handful, aren't you?
I could do like a
You're not gonna
big, deep like scoop, I guess.
Yeah. But you're probably going to get a whole. I mean, because you're not going to get like a huge, a stupid amount. You're only going to get many coins as you're going to get in your hand. So I'll re-roll that. I think.
A scoop hand.
It's like 10.
I mean, Dan got 20 gold pieces in one hand, so it's
Yeah,
like a
hang
good-
on. 31.
Nice, I'll take that. So that brings you up to 34 gold, and 10 gold is already staked. Alright, I'll keep a hold of that for now.
Okay, cool.
I'll probably bet on Starkriek's next match.
It's gonna be 1-1. It's gonna be 1-1 again.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
So what does that mean? I only get back...
That and what you stake.
So I
if
basically
you put-
double my money, kind of thing.
Basically, yeah.
That's not bad, it's free money. I might as well.
So it goes. Alright. So betting will bet. Is anyone else going to bet before I close it for this match?
No, not on this match, no.
Okay,
Happy
cool.
for this one.
So he goes. Our first combatant is our old school gladiator, our veteran, Aegis, and everyone just everyone goes crazy. And his opponent is the fan favorite, the favorite to win, the one that everybody loves, the one simply known as the ogre.
I'm gonna start booing really loudly.
You ugly prick!
Go back to where you came from!
So
Go back to the swamp!
you can kind of tell you
Spit
can
on
tell a
him as
big
he
difference
comes out.
between these two fighters. So when Aegis comes out, he comes out like a professional. He comes out calm, cool, collected, very focused on his task. When Ogre comes out, he's basically just playing up the crowd. He's just like yeah, kind of really playing the whole thing and gaining his cheers.
Can I try?
And people love him because he puts on a show. Everyone loves watching him fight.
Can I try and get my section of the crowd cheering for Aegis? I just want to get them riled up for Aegis. I should be like, Aegis, come on guys!
Well then, roll persuasion.
performance.
Yeah, but he's trying to persuade them
Okay.
because everyone's around him is shouting ogre, so he's
Actually,
kind of persuading them
unless he's
to.
got proficiency, it doesn't matter. Both charisma.
True.
I think I've lost my D20, hang on, I just dropped it. Oh shit. Oh, I see it. Hang on. Well, pretty far. What is this? Persuasion. Oh, it's just
Yeah.
charisma, either way though. Right. 18 total.
Your camera's gone off, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
I was looking to look at that, Matt, and you.
So yeah, and sort of the people around you, not many,
Yep.
mind. You're probably looking at a row above and below. Start shouting Aegis.
Nice. Alright,
As well.
Well, that works for me.
Okay. So, I'm going to get my notes.
That's easy as fuck, bro.
I'm not gonna lie,
Oh, yeah,
I
good
fully
to put
expect him
that.
to die, considering I tore him apart on my own. And this ogre guy looks pretty scary, so
Yeah, but he looks pretty awesome.
he looks cool.
Right,
I'll never get that breastplate now.
Yeah, he's fucked.
You mean the plate?
Oh, plate. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I'm wearing breastplate.
Yeah. It's a shame.
It would have been
Probably
good.
Starkriek.
one
Yeah.
So
This
what
would get
happens is
mad rich.
he's able to get the plate stronger than what the other guy can do.
Was there surroundings to the Colosseum? There was,
So it was just-
there was like tents, right?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Does anyone fancy pilfering some tents? Might make more than we can make off pickpocketing.
I mean,
Just a thought.
I'm down to one lucky point, but
I'll come out then.
Right.
Yeah, alright.
I've posted the pictures of Aegis and Ogre
Okay.
as well, just saying, yeah. So,
No,
Aegis and the
alright,
ogre.
so what happens?
He's one ugly son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? God, look at that.
So, I mean, obviously, I've already rolled all these fights, so I know the outcome already.
Mhm.
So, yeah. And I did roll them properly as well. So a lot of rolling, a lot of annoying my wife with all the rolling. So I did all the rolling. So, all right. So the gong sounds, and then they and both fighters just sort of lunge at each other, and instantly just clash weapons. So he just goes straight in with his sword. Ogre goes straight into with his axe, and they just clash. Both kind of grin at each other. He just swings at Ogre, but Ogre jumps back out, sort of dodges the whole thing, and leaps into the air and for a sort of downward strike at Aegis. And it hits Aegis right in the shoulder. However, with Ogre being so in close quarters, Aegis goes for an upward slash right at Ogre's chest. However, so what he does is he kind of, I don't know, can you see me? Kind of. So he kind of goes for the under bit, sort of down this side.
Mm-hmm.
But Ogre, even though Ogre got hit, he just grins and basically clasps his arm down over the sword, holding it in place. And he basically gets his axe and just whacks him again in the same shoulder.
Oof.
So they both kind of break away from each other to sort of recuperate. But when he just goes in for the hit, he basically gets a big shot due to sort of a sharp pain in his shoulder. It kind of twinges him at the last second, and ends up missing.
Oh no!
My boy Aegis is going down.
So Ogre basically takes that chance, drops to the ground, sort of squats down, and just goes for a swipe at the legs. and he hits him on the legs. Aegis basically, with Ogre right, close to the ground, goes for a sort of a downward stab, kind of both hands downward stab, like Heimdall in his sword, into the ground to try and get Ogre, but he completely misses. And to make matters worse, he manages to plant his sword into the ground, and it's stuck.
That was enough.
So Ogre's loving that. So while he's stuck and Aegis trying to get his sword out of the ground, Ogre decides to show off, and he starts sort of twirling his axe around like some kind of weird Darth Maul Jedi kind of person.
That one, please.
And then just spins and and hits Aegis. Obviously, this angers Aegis immensely. So, in one massive swing, not only manages to free his weapon, but on the upward attack, hit Ogre, and a chunk of the floor actually comes loose and smacks on one of Ogre's feet. But unfortunately, then this kind of infuriates Ogre. He basically goes into a bloodlust rage and just starts frenzy attacking Aegis.
No.
He kind of like whacks at him about 4 times. Aegis, keeping his composure, manages to butt him in the eye with the bottom of his sword, and then just sort of does a double slash across his chest. At this point, they're both kind of standing about 10 feet away from each other. Both of them are bleeding heavily, and they kind of it's at that point it's kind of one of those points in a fight where you both realize you've probably got enough energy left for one push, one sort of final attack. So they start just going at each other, and they kind of go for a no-holds-barred attacking frenzy. So these guys are taking hits on purpose just to get another attack in. They're just kind of constantly hitting each other, slashing each other. It's kind of a war of stamina at this point. During this exchange, Aegis manages to shoulder barge Ogre, and he falls to the floor. In doing so, Aegis is able to bring his sword down on Ogre's neck, and he completely decapitates him.
Oh, Aegis! My boy!
Brought it back.
Can I start hyping the crowd again? Like, Aegis!
So now a lot more of the crowd now are just shouting for Aegis.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna shout that to him. I don't know if he recognises me. I'll be like, that's my boy.
Did anyone
I
bet
almost
on
killed
Aegis?
No.
Sorry?
Oh, Matt did. 80 silver.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Man, I could have made a good bit of
back.
money if I bet on him. I didn't believe in him.
It's a tough opponent.
No, I really thought he
Yeah.
was going to get fucked
Yeah, I
up.
thought Ogre was gonna fuck him up.
It was close. It was a
Yeah.
close fight. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, he just wasn't on very much health at the end of it. I mean, a lot of these fights were really close, oddly enough, when I rolled them.
Did they get healed in between fights?
Yes,
Yeah.
they will be. I mean, obviously, Starkriek took no damage, so he won't be. But,
I don't know who I'm going to root for.
Well, yeah, because obviously now the next fight, the next round will be Starkriek versus Aegis.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
I mean,
Might be getting a new main character, boys.
Yeah. So the announcer comes out and goes, "My God, that was definitely one for the books. Who would have thought the fan favorite would have been killed in the first round?
yeah, who doesn't?
Your winner for this round is Aegis. Congratulations."
Yeah.
How much gold did I win, Sonny? 240.
2 gold, 40 silver. You would have got. Okay, so then obviously Aegis walks out the. So the announcer goes. Next up will be Sasha versus Shade. The odds for this fight.
Right. Do you want to go?
Okay.
Oh, no, do the odds first. Sorry. I thought you were done.
The odds will be 5-1 for Sasha to win,
Ooh,
1-1 Shade to win.
man, I wish we could rig the fight somehow. That's a good bit of money there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet 2 gold and Sasha.
Okay.
I think we've learned from experience that we can't rig fights in this tournament.
He goes the complete other way.
You're putting
Unsuccessfully.
So you've done that. So you're putting how much gold? 2 gold, did you say?
2 gold.
So that's 5-1 for Sasha.
Sonny, I'll put 4 gold on Sasha.
I have no money.
betting on the underdog.
Okay.
Yeah. Might as well. Better odds.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Yeah, it's only 4 gold, and if I
So-
win, I get 20.
Yeah. So Talion
Yeah,
is doing.
Ciri's going to give
4.
Aramil. You go ahead, Sonny.
Hello.
Yep.
Wow, I missed that.
I said
Well, I
4
dropped
gold, and then I don't know what happened.
Tom cut out for me. I don't know if that was just me
Oh,
or.
sorry. I was gonna give Aaron my 5 gold before going in, trying to find more.
So
where-
sweet.
at the
I
arena.
promise I won't spend it on alcohol. Yes.
Spend. I expect half your winnings.
Okay. So are you going to do anything with said 5 gold, Aramil?
Oh yeah, I'll bet on which one was 5-1 odds? Was it Sasha?
We've all
Yeah.
bet on Sasha.
I'll bet on Sasha to
This
win.
is not gonna go well.
She's got
5 gold, yeah.
We've got a
Yeah.
lot riding on this.
Like I said, I've pre-rolled all of these, so
Yeah,
Mm, playing it.
nothing can change it now.
I'll probably just try and steal it back if I lose.
Okay.
so
Thank you, Siri. It's so sweet.
Yeah. So, Riardon, do you want to use this fight as a distraction to go out and do some looting?
Let's go do it.
Mm.
Do it, bro.
I think, though we can't magically influence these fights, maybe we could just spit on Shade as he's coming out the entrance or something, and that might like piss him off or something. A little bit. If we just all spit on him.
I'd be down
He's
for
gonna
that.
make him feel like shit.
Yeah, I'll be
before
down
the
for that. I'd join
Alright.
with this game.
All right, I'll gather
Oh,
above the
Shade. Let's
entrance.
throw some shade
Oh,
on
wait.
you, Shade.
Wait, no,
The
no.
name was Shade, bro.
fight. Can't you do I forgot
Vicious
what it's
mockery.
called. Yeah.
Yeah,
before the
can you
fight.
mock him?
As they're
you-
walking in.
It's
Oh no,
a-
wait, you can't.
It's kind of
cheering.
it's a spell. Vicious mockery is
Oh, it
laced
is
with
a spell.
magic.
Can you do-
Can
he
you
does
just
use
do a
spell.
non-magical version of Vicious Mockery? I just want to hear the
Chat
insults.
shit, yeah.
demoralizing him. Yeah.
What's his name?
Shade.
Yeah, I'm down to shout abuse at him.
I think.
Okay.
He's joking.
Yeah, we can yell abuse. We're gonna spit as well.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So the announcer goes, right, our first combatant is the woman who's decided, not only is she a woman, but she decided to come here with no weapons.
Ooh.
She's a monk. Yes.
Sasha.
Woo! I'm gonna like be mad cheering. I want to like inspire her. Yeah, you go, girl.
Sonny, do I find her attractive?
Yes.
100% Aramil would be
Because
like...
this because I have an image for her. You can probably gauge that from the image. I'm going to let you pick and decide if the image loads.
I don't know. I don't know what Aramil's type is. I might roll a d10.
Aramil's type is female dwarf.
Because
right?
I can't really roll because obviously you have an image. So the rolling for me is only when you don't know what they look like.
Okay. She's pretty attractive.
Oh yeah.
Got 9.
9. Wow. All right.
9.
So Aramil's going to shout, I love you!
Alright. And,
He's in an emotional state right now, guys. Come on.
Still.
and he goes, her opponent will be the ever mysterious, the silent, but deadly Shade.
Boo!
Right, we spit on him as he
They're
comes
going to
out.
both be
Let's spot
working
him,
on
yeah.
decks. This is going to be
Wait,
ridiculous.
has he got a mask on?
Yeah, so he's got a metal mask.
Oh.
Keep your
Where-
face
where's
hidden,
the
you
ma-
ugly prick. I'm gonna shout at him.
You don't know.
What to talk you got?
Whoa,
Mask on
yeah, come on,
yourself.
Talion. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
you
going to say,
got-
you're
Hey, look,
you're
my
a
mask
bastard,
is
pal.
badass. Okay, his is just.
And I thought you were going to be silent as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That failed miserably.
That failed
I-
miserably.
I will be silent
We-
once. I need to like hype people up. I will be silent once we leave the
This-
Coliseum.
Okay.
Does this guy
Oh, wait,
relate to
did
you, Talion?
someone say about spitting on him? Did Siri say about
Yeah.
spitting on
Is
him?
there an, is there
Okay,
an
can I just ask then? Is that a normal custom to do at fights like this?
Yeah, if you think the fight is shit.
Sonny, can I empty one of my water skins on him as he comes out?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, can I do that? I've got
Okay,
like 5.
I'm gonna have you both. I'm gonna both have you roll. Dex checks,
I will 100% use a lucky point if I roll a.
and it'll be against his armor class basically. To
Oh
see
my
if he
god,
notices.
18.
I mean,
Okay.
it's a range spell attack.
I am gonna use my last lucky
Jeez.
point, and I'm gonna re-roll this because
Fine.
I want to get him in the water.
I'm gonna.
Oh, not
18
20!
total.
Do I get a crit then? Can I like super drench him?
I'm gonna think about. Oh, okay. I've had a really good
His
idea.
daggers slip out of his hands.
No.
Oh,
I've got it.
my
Hit him in the face.
Okay. No, I wasn't gonna do that, but I've
We
got an
got
idea for that.
closer.
So you've got that. Aramil's hit him with whatever he's hitting him with. Cirilla, what did you get?
Water skin as well.
I got 5, so presumably my spit missed him.
Yeah, your spit doesn't work. So you're both using water skins.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like.
I don't know what I'm doing for that 20, but yeah, I'm just gonna fucking go for it.
Yeah.
You must be like front row then.
So basically, you basically drench him with this water, and bearing in mind this guy is basically, how do I explain it? He's not talking. He's basically doing what Talion's supposed to be doing.
It's something about masks. Masks
He's
make you
not
want to-
saying a single word. He's not even showing any kind of bodily reaction to anything until this water hits him. so
Ripped off the mask.
so when this water hits him,
My name is Maximus Aurelius.
it's like cold water. So he basically goes, the water! It's cold!" He just starts running from side to side.
Dude, you're gonna get kicked out of this.
So yeah,
I'm gonna just shout, what a waste of space.
I'm not going to have anything else because I can't affect the fight because of what he wants. Everyone just going boo, boo.
You wimp.
Only water, you pansy.
I'm
Sarge is just laughing.
It's
So Sarge is just laughing. Going, oh, this will be easier than I thought.
I'm all out of lucky points now, by the way. I've used them all up.
So he kind of sort of semi-dries himself, gets all the most of the water out, and he tries to kind of return back to his sort of stalwart. Like,
I'm gonna shout,
persona.
it isn't working!
It's too late for that.
he's blown it. Yeah.
So They come up to each other, goes, sort of square each other off. Gong sounds. So, pretty much immediately once the gong sounds, Sasha just goes running in for a head-on attack. So she basically just lunges straight at him. She shoulder barges him and just gives him a left hook around his metal face.
All right, solid.
Nice. Are they within 60 feet
What of you?
of me?
So they're about in the middle, aren't they? So what's that?
Yeah.
It's about 75 away. So
5. Fuck.
So obviously, like I said, left hook around the face. Shade comes in with 2 quick slashes across her left arm. And because obviously, so basically, what's happened is the hook's at his face, and he's just responded with a slash with both daggers across her arm, which completely renders the arm useless.
Ah, Sasha.
He manages to nick a major vessel, and the arm basically loses enough blood to not, which you can't use it.
Sasha, no.
I bet 4 gold on you, Sasha. Come on.
So but she doesn't let that deter her. So she just gets her remaining hand and just basically jabs him right in the throat.
Ooh.
But again, he sort of kind of flinches at that, but still manages to slash her twice across the chest. But again, she doesn't take it. Well, she just doesn't care. She just uppercuts him right in the face. So Shade does try to slash, but because of the sheer force of the uppercut, and he's kind of knocked back, he kind of moves back enough for his dagger to whiff it. Then they kind of just start trading blows, and obviously, the only disadvantage being that Sasha can only really attack with her legs and her remaining arm, so she's kind of lost her left arm in the thing. And the way these two are fighting, because they're kind of more agile fighters, both of them, they're kind of trading a lot of blows very, very quickly, but they're not dealing enough damage to each other to kind of get an inch. So what they're kind of doing is waiting for that opportunity. So they're still kind of trading blows, but it's not doing a lot. So they're all waiting for that opening, that someone to let their guard down, which ends up happening when Sasha goes down for a sort of a downward elbow. So she connects with it, sort of on the top of his head. But because she's done it, her whole side is exposed. So he manages to stab her in the gut, in the exposed area. However, Sasha, being a badass, grabs the dagger, pulls it out, and stabs him with it.
Yeah.
And then just throws the dagger to one side, leaving both combatants with only essentially one weapon left. However, Sasha, I mean, Shade is just shocked that someone's done that. You know, normally people, when they're stabbed, don't like it, let alone pull it out and stab him with his own dagger. So what he tries to do, he tries to look for that dagger, like where it landed. In his moment of distraction, Sasha goes in for a grapple.
Ooh.
Leg lock.
So what ends up happening, due to just her, the sort of the strength in her legs and her nimbleness, she manages to do the grapple. But what she ends up doing, she jumps and manages to get on top of him. So kind of imagine she is sitting on his shoulders with her legs wrapped around his neck. Obviously, due to the top heavy weight, they both fall onto the floor, both on their back, but she still maintains her grapple.
Nice. And
So you can imagine. So she's got her legs around his neck, both on the floor. She then gets her right hand, her last hand, and just basically gets her fingers, rams it into his eye socket, and pulls the whole thing up while pushing down with her legs.
That's horrendous.
The resulting force basically, removes Shade's head from the rest of his
Oh,
body.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, he won the gold though.
I'm in love.
So she just gets his head and just chucks it to one side of the arena.
I'm disgusted, but also glad that we won the bet.
Wow.
Damn.
She should
Aaron
join
was
her.
gonna shout, I love
The crowd is a little bit confused. So when she wins, there's a bit of silence because most women don't win fights.
Mm.
So imagine, obviously, as like in Matt's campaign, women are kind of looked down upon in terms of combat.
Mm.
So at first they're kind of a bit silent. Like, do we cheer? Do we boo? What do we do here? With Aramil's "I love you," everyone just start. Everyone. Can you roll charisma? General charisma.
Yeah. My charisma's quite high, so this
But
might be
yesterday
right.
she hears it.
17 total.
So, do
Oh wait,
dex-
wait, hold on. Sorry, no, yeah, 17 total. I thought I might have been proficient, but I'm not.
Okay. So she obviously knows it's you because you're the only one that said anything in the crowd. And she winks at you, blows you a kiss, and everyone just starts cheering.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna collect my gold. How much did I win?
So you won. Talion. 24 gold.
24. Very nice. Brings me up to
Okay, I'm gonna go collect my gold as well.
Yep. So you got 30 gold. And Starkriek, you got 12 gold.
I'm gonna go over to Cirilla and I'm gonna hand her 15 gold.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I honestly expected you to spend it on booze, but I didn't end up leaving, so. Glad you played
Grossing
it.
fight.
Later, I'll spend the rest on booze later.
So the announcer comes out and goes, "Well, to the surprise of everybody, Sasha won." Who would have thought?
Starkriek's gonna kill Sasha.
So
Oh,
who
yeah.
would
Do
have
something about
thought?
this.
My emotional
It's after
attachment
all
will
from
be
the
gone.
tournament.
So, well, this is the thing. Only one person's going to survive this whole tournament.
Mm.
So,
Maybe we can find her and convince her to drop out and join us.
I don't think you can drop out.
Yeah, they're not gonna allow that.
Sasha walks off. So, and the announcer comes and announces the next, for the next fight. So, it goes right. Our last fight for this round
I'm guessing
will-
you two
will be the other Dragonborn, Rhaegar,
ooh.
and the other woman, Morella.
Oh no, she's
Now, when people shout Morella's name, you just hear, for a lack of a better word, fanboys in the crowd, basically like whistling, going, "Yeah!"
Can we just all stare at them blankly?
I'm gonna go back to being silent, so I've got the mask in place. I'm just not saying.
Oh, we're 200%.
I just came out to get the hype for the fight, and now I'm back.
So, it goes, the odds for this fight will be 3 to 1 Morella and 1 to 1 Rhaegar.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put-
on your amount that
Please
Yeah.
place your bets. They'll be open for about 5 minutes.
I'm gonna put 10 gold on
because
Rhaegar
our deposits are
and
high.
5 gold on Morella.
Did you give me 15? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you stress
Riardon,
test it?
do you wanna?
Oh, yeah, should we head out? Yeah, should we head out to tents? Yeah, let's go.
I'll go with
We're
the
gonna snoop the area.
Oh.
tag along. Yeah,
We're all going. Okay.
I'm enjoying the gold. I'll just move silently after them. I won't say anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Aramil another 5 of the 15 while I'm gone,
Actually,
I'll
nice.
give
just to keep the ball rolling.
I'll give Aramil 4 gold
Keep
silently.
me busy.
If you make a loss, though, it's never happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what do you want me to bet on?
You owe me. I don't know. You use your own discretion. I'm trusting you here.
Arthur, I'm gonna also silently just hand you
Make it
4
work.
gold and then move on.
Okay, Sonny, can I raise my bets? Can I put 14 on Rhaegar and 10 on Marilla?
Oh god.
I don't know
14
why
on
we're
Ray.
trusting Aramil.
So 14 on Rhaegar, and how much
Yeah.
on Marilla?
10.
10 on Marilla.
I just wanted to
I
get
think
rid of
you
4
get
gold
return,
because it
pretty
gives me
much.
like a round number again. So I'm on 50
Oh my
now.
god. Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
although
bet
it does
Use
kind
my
of-
currency so much.
Are you betting on anyone, Starkriek?
Then
I'm gonna bet 40 silver on Morella.
40 silver.
I don't want to go that
Because
low.
I've just got random silver. I just want to get rid of
Oh, really? Oh, damn. I'm just gonna keep my gold for now.
Okay, 40 silver on Marilla.
I'm gonna keep 50 gold for when Starkriek next fights, and I'll probably put a lot of it in this.
So if you're all buggering off, can I just go like, hey, where are you guys going? The fight's about to start.
We're gonna go source some investors.
Yeah, we're gonna look around the environment.
I'm gonna.
What? No, that sounds fucking terrible. We're gonna go check out the area.
What deception?
Fuck's sake.
I'm just gonna say, okay, hey, if you see Sash for me, let me know.
We'll give you a digits.
Yeah, yeah.
Digits. There's no phone.
There's no phone.
I'm gonna say,
We'll get her address.
get me her pigeon,
Pigeon.
We'll steal you a lock of
or
hair.
her falcon, or whatever.
Oh my god.
Can we actually?
Alright.
Can you actually interact with the fighters, or are they kind of sealed off?
They're all sealed off, so,
Oh,
so much like
that's
Starkriek, they're in sort of. So a lot of. I mean, obviously Starkriek took no damage, but everyone else is in the. Well, they'll be in like a medical area.
Okay.
Obviously, your guys won't know that. Well, Talion might. You know,
Should I roll a
you
history
obviously
check
from this read.
to see if I know?
Yeah, go on then. I'll leave it quite low because I think it's pretty.
17. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, with these fights, they go to like where medics are, and
Do I know what medics wear? Out of interest.
so they'll be sort of mostly white clothing, but it's not like robes. They're sort of more fitted clothing because you don't want your robes going into
Yeah.
a person. So they sort of wear sort of white linen shirts and white trousers.
Is anyone around me wearing anything that I could pass off as like a medic outfit?
With perception.
7.
No.
Fuck. Alright.
Right. So the announcer will announce these people. So he'll go, right, our first combatant is the fiery red-hot Dragonborn, Rhaegar. And his opponent is the woman with a toothpick, Morella.
Oh, she's got a rapier.
The rapier.
Rapier.
Right.
So these favourite weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fan of
Yeah.
rapiers too.
Where are their pictures? Here. A lot of pictures this session, but
Hmm.
you know,
I'll bring this up as well.
it's
Are we heading out during this fight?
I mean, I'm following you guys. So.
Yeah.
So where's the? Can we get a ping for sort of the exit? I guess.
so it'll be the south.
Oh, we're back to our colourful village.
I can't ping because I'm uploading photos,
Okay.
but it's basically the south of the arena.
Mhm.
I don't think more than that. Kathy, do you know why I lost?
Right. Well, I guess what do we see outside? Like outside the main immediate entrance.
So you see a fair amount of unoccupied tents,
Nice.
fireplaces, things like that. That's lit around the area.
So have people just set up tents to sleep here for the arena, or is there like shops and stuff?
So there are some stalls. So there are some sort of food, souvenirs, those kind of things, sort of darted around. A lot of the tents are, I said, unoccupied. So a lot of it would have been just people staying overnight.
So not many people around.
Not many, no, not especially while the matches are going on. Because that's
Right
why they're
then.
here.
Guards around? Perception check for that, or
Yeah.
So there aren't any guards.
okay.
I mean, obviously there's guards to the main entrance, but that's about it. There aren't any guards at the shops or around the tents or anything like that. You'll notice the registration booth is empty. There's no one there now. Obviously.
Hmm.
I'm
So-
just going to say to Cirilla, let's get some distance from the guards and snoop out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
Tents.
start walking around. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just
I
sort of
know,
wander
yeah.
into random tents.
Is there anyone nearby who looks like they might have some money on them?
But again, the only people that you really see are those people I listed. So the 2 guards and the merchants.
Mhm.
There are no actual people around.
What kind of merchants are there?
So, kind of the ones you would see on the side of a festival. So people selling pies, sweets, souvenirs, toy
Okay.
weapons.
Toy weapons.
I don't know.
You know, like wood, like weapons made out of wood.
Do they look real? Like, do they look convincing?
Well, it's kind of like a kid's one. So you can imagine like 2 bits of wood that they've tied up with string, kind of thing. Little wooden figurines of some of the fighters, things like that.
Oh, is there a Starkriek?
Is there a Starkriek one? Yeah.
Oh,
No, he's a newcomer.
Yeah, unfortunately no, because obviously they wouldn't have had time to carve one.
Can I go up
Is
to one
there
of the-
a
Yeah, go on.
Is there one for the monk woman?
Oh yeah, there will be.
Okay.
go on.
Yeah. Can we approach?
Okay. Welcome. I'm surprised to get any customers. There are still fights going on.
Our interests lie more in these arts than the art of warfare, my friend.
Oh,
I don't know how to describe these arts.
That's
Figurines.
It's a very rare quality to have. No, most people in North Valley are not like that. So I do respect it, but just don't tell anybody.
It must be tough. I knew an arty salesman like you once. He's probably dead now.
To be fair, I'm not
How
surprised.
much? What's her name?
Who's?
The female monk.
Sasha.
I see your figurines of Sasha are still in stock. Still in stock.
Well, I imagine it would probably they'd sell when the gap when the first round finishes. That's when we normally get most of our customers.
Oh, I see.
Getting
How much
early.
for a Sasha?
You can borrow £185,000.
My fine
A
sir.
gold.
Oh, that's
One
actually
gold.
pretty reasonable. Yeah. All right.
They're sort of about this big, so about the size of a beer bottle.
Yeah.
How
Out
old
of
is
character.
the
I
bat?
was,
It's an
yeah.
outrage.
No. I was considering robbing this guy, but like it seems decent quality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I'd bargain that price.
No. I'm happy to support his
Yeah. Okay.
efforts. This is local business. Right. So I'll get one of those.
Okay.
Did you guys want to do anything there?
Can I ask?
We can mention one of
Do you do
Starkriek.
custom? Do you do custom models?
Oh god.
Well, I mean, not here. I don't really have the tools here. The only kind of tools I have are to sort of fix anything. Repair tools more than anything. I don't really have my actual proper wood carving tools with me. But I do have a store in a nearby town.
Oh, get his card.
If after the tournament you can come and find me, I'm sure I can make something for you.
What town are you in?
Good question.
I would also like to ask him if there's a pawn shop in said town.
Maybe I should get his name as well while I'm at it.
God.
I'm in the town of Blood Edge.
Blood Edge.
My favourite town. Okay.
Oh, and it is. So he is going to be. Oh, I don't know.
Jimmy.
Yeah, no. So he's a human.
Mhm.
His name. 1 second. I've preempted this now. Every time because you guys catch me out on this way too much. So my yeah, freaking. Oh, there's a homeless man. What's his name? What's his actual name? I suppose you didn't ask the name of the man that you pushed over in
The old guy.
Yeah,
Really
mate,
made
he,
it
was
well.
just, he was just a means to an end. I was just proving a point.
Yeah, proven.
He was just a prop.
What's his backstory?
He insulted me afterwards, you know. I should have gone back for him, but
You don't have to think of
figure out-
fantasy names to give him. You could just call him like Craig or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to because it's
White
gonna take
boy's
ages
name.
to load the thing. I forgot to download it. Yeah, so
Norm.
my name is Nervin.
So Norm's not okay, but Nervin is.
I'm gonna just shake my head, sadly, and step back.
Okay. You're gonna shake your head at his name.
That's such an insult.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Nervin.
As soon as he says it, I'm just gonna like
What?
shake my head sadly and kind of step back. Like obviously, like you know, I empathise.
Face palm.
So you're a namist now.
I just wanted, does he say anything about that? Or is he gonna let it go?
No, he doesn't care.
Yeah, okay.
He's probably heard it all before. It's a freaking stupid name. Yeah, don't know if there's anything else you want to do.
Are there any flower shops?
Flowers, no.
Is it all just like food stalls then? The rest of it?
Yeah. So that's because obviously people got to eat after.
Are there any
you
like
know.
apples or tomatoes or stuff I can throw?
Well, there is a fruit stall if that's what you mean.
Okay, can I go up to
Yeah.
fruit stall? And I think tomatoes
Yeah.
are best.
No, get an apple.
Okay, I'll get.
That would hit hard.
I'm gonna say, do you have any apples? And do you have any rotten apples as well?
Well, we don't really have any rotten ones.
Right.
We have some
Bananas.
apples, normal apples.
All right, that's
Cost
have
you 5
bananas.
silver.
that's extremely disappointing. Yeah, I'll take 10 apples.
Can I
10
get
apples.
some bananas as well?
Yeah, do they have bananas?
Yeah, they will do. So
Okay,
yeah,
I'll
that's
just
50
get-
silver.
yeah.
50 silver for 10 apples.
How many silver to a gold?
100.
100.
Oh, so, okay.
Like, wow.
49.5 gold.
Lost connection.
How many for the bananas?
And
So,
10 apples,
Yeah.
So bananas are the same. They're five silver each.
I'll just get 10 of those.
Yeah, can I just get 20 bananas for convenience sake?
Blimey,
That's
yeah.
just okay.
Okay, so 50 silver and 1 gold.
Just on to 8 gold. So what's the most sort of expensive looking stall around here?
So there is one that's selling armor, actual armor, and weaponry.
Okay.
Does he look like a blacksmith? Well,
What?
he probably is, yeah.
He's a blacksmith, yeah.
Is there plate armor?
I'm just thinking, because I've got my breastplate that actually needs to get fixed.
Yeah, but we can just mug
Suited.
him. If it's a stall as well. Is there? What
Well,
kind of
True,
armor is there?
if we're going to mug
Can,
people...
are we,
I
are we,
should-
are we, this is whispering. I do
Oh,
have...
this is planning, yeah.
Yeah. So we had a good sleep.
I'll distract him.
Invisibility hijinks are on the table.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
remember
right,
with
yeah.
your
Outside of
rest, because it wasn't a long rest, you didn't recover all your things.
Yeah.
But you
I
did
remember
recover
you.
some.
Yeah, you said I've got 3 level 1s and 2 level 2s because I got 3 back
Yeah.
and I got 1 level 1 back and 2 level 2 back.
Fine.
Is there any plate armor in this stall? That's the only
No,
thing really
it-
worth me taking.
Remember, for a level 2, you have to use 2 points. So if you
Oh,
had
that was
3
2 points. Oh, I see. Okay, in that case, 2 level 1 and 2 level 2.
Really?
Okay. No, what? Oh, well, in total.
Yes. Yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't
the total,
have gained
'cause I
that
had-
many. At my
I
best,
had
you could have
2.
gained like a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
2. I had 2 level 1s
Okay.
anyway, and I've just
Cool.
regenerated the 2 level 2s. Though that does mean I'd only be able to make one of us invisible, which
Sonny-
is obviously going to be me.
Is there plate armor
Yeah.
on the?
What about your netherite? Doesn't that boost it up a little bit?
Oh yes, yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, so 2 of us.
So he doesn't have, because obviously he's limited to a wooden stall,
Mm.
he hasn't got the best armor there.
Damn.
So a lot of the armor he has is, ring mail, chain mail,
Mm.
It's not really
chain
worth it
shirt,
for me, to be honest.
hide.
Why don't you
Leather,
just pay
padded
them to
leather.
do repairs.
Yeah, how about you pay him to do some repairs?
Well,
we see where he
if I
puts the
just
money,
distract
and then
him.
we just grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll distract him, talk about the breastplate, talk about where his shop is
Yeah,
or something like that.
Make sure you've got to pay him for something though, because we need to see where he puts the money so we can take it.
Oh, what?
Just by padded armor,
What am I
it's
gonna
5
pay?
gold.
Yeah, just ask for some
Oh, is
repairs
it?
or something, man.
No, just pay him to fix the breastplate you've got.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
is he really gonna be able to do it there and then? I doubt he'll have the tools, but okay, I'll go.
Well, if he does,
Okay.
If he doesn't, then just buy a dagger or something.
well, the other guy said he had the tools for fixing and repairing stuff as well. Like
Those
he
are
doesn't
what
have
this is
to make
like a
anything
pop-up
brand
shop.
new.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go over and basically ask him does do on-site repairs.
Well, we do to a certain extent. I mean, we can fix cracks, broken straps, things like that.
How are you with I've forgotten the word.
Welding.
Yeah, basically molding it and
Welding.
fitting it to my body.
Mm-mm.
Because I've
Can,
just got
um,
the 2 breastplate pieces.
Me and Talion will go somewhere discreet,
Alright.
Yeah.
and then there'll be a very loud toot from the didgeridoo.
Jesus.
Just from the forest.
So he goes. Look, I can't. I mean, I would need rivets. I would need my heating materials. I would need a lot to put that together. I kind of only can do what I've got. I can only really do small fixes here and there. I can't put that.
That's fair enough. Where are you stationed? What town?
Okay.
So that I can come
So-
to your shop.
So I'm actually based here. So I'm actually employed by Axefall. So what happened? I mean, my actual forge is in the arena, but obviously I can't sell anything from there. So, and I can't leave here because I have to, man this stall. But I could do it afterwards.
I feel kind of bad for this guy.
I mean, I could find another blacksmith, to be fair. Okay. I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do that. Because this guy's about to get robbed. I'm just going to ask him. I sound bad. I feel bad asking. Oh, what's the cheapest thing you sell on your stall?
No, just,
It's probably worth
Buy
getting
something
a
that
dagger.
looks-
why don't you just give him a
cheap.
donation? Just be
Yeah.
like, I want to give you 2 gold. I really admire you.
Not a donation.
Nah, that's sus.
Yeah, can I get a dagger? What's that?
Yep. So
Yes.
I have a dagger. It's 2 gold.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll hand that over.
Okay.
Where does he
Yeah,
put it?
sure,
Where does he
but
put it?
Yeah.
So he basically under his sort of counter he puts it under there. So he kind of opens something, puts it in, closes it.
Okay, are we invisible at the moment?
I did turn us invisible. Yeah, we've got an hour though.
Okay.
What does this guy look like, Sonny? Like, can I probably knock him out in one hit?
You don't realise.
So he's a black- he's an elf-
You
he's
shove
an-
him over. I'll go for the desk.
He's an elven blacksmith.
Oh, he's elven.
Bear in mind these stalls are in a row. They're all in the same kind of area.
You imagine if Mum and Dad didn't give us that.
Can I?
Yeah.
Because again, it's like a festival. They're lining. They're all sort of in a line.
I'm gonna have to make a distraction here.
Can I
Yeah,
sneak
it's a
over
good thing we're
stealthily and
invisible.
basically get like a look at where he put it? Like, is it a safe? Is it just like a bag? Like,
Okay. Yep. So if you're stealthing behind him,
Yeah, we're
he-
gonna stealthily go over the counter.
so what you can see, it's like a little black box.
is it like
Essentially,
locked? Is there
little-
like a key on it or something?
Yeah. There'll be a key on it.
Can I pickpocket the key off him while I'm invisible?
Yes. I guess this would be sleight of hand with advantage.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I'll take that.
If you're invisible.
21.
Ooh, nice.
So you are successful at pickpocketing the key.
And
Wait,
can I
one
just?
second,
I'll take the.
back.
Can I just take the box and like run? Basically. I don't want to open it here, so I'll open it like when we're at like a safe distance.
So I think we'll do with this one. I won't let it be passive because it's in front of him.
Okay.
So you'll have to do your sleight of hand against his perception.
Is that for taking the box?
Yeah.
Or maybe you should take. What's your sleight of hand, Siri? Maybe you should take the box. I'll
It's
put the
good.
key. All right. Do you want to take
You've
the box?
got the key.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of back off a bit with the key. I'll add it to my inventory as well. Safe key.
Yeah, I've got +6. Okay, all right, yeah. So you back off with the key.
Yep.
You're still invisible.
Yep.
Where is he in the stall right now? Because we're behind the desk, right?
Yeah. So you're behind the desk. So you've got yourself, him, and then his stall. And then behind the next part, sort of in front of his stall, you have Riardon.
Is Riardon engaging him in conversation?
He is, but it's obviously you're still trying to nick something that's right in
He's
front of him.
stalling.
Yeah, I can't.
You can afford that.
Yeah, I can't just. Yeah,
Okay, alright, well, balls deep.
because you'll notice
Gonna...
because the things you touch. I mean, that's what's gotten you there. The being invisible without a check.
Yeah.
He will notice
Yeah.
the box move.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got an idea. Can I like go behind him and I want to like just tap him on the shoulder and then run away?
I have a.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Because he's going to turn all the way around and you can swipe the box, then we both run.
That's a good. That's a good plan.
So yeah, can I do that?
I'm not looking in that.
I'm gonna ask
sense.
quickly before I try and swipe the box. Can I bardic inspiration myself without actually
make-
creating sound?
Like,
No, so-
No.
Bardic inspiration it requires you to make some kind of noise.
Yeah, I guess it's hearing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's try this.
I'll go behind
Do
him.
the tap.
I'll just give him like a big old tap on the back, and then
Okay.
I'll just run away.
I'm trying to think how I would. I don't even know what I rolled that again. I mean, I suppose he's going to look.
He
because
has to
why
look.
wouldn't he?
Yeah, nobody would
Why would he
get
look?
whacked on the back and then not turn around. So
So I guess with that, then I can give you advantage
what do I
on
roll?
your sleight of hand.
Oh, for Siri, yeah.
Because
On my sleight of
essentially,
hand.
the way we're
Okay.
going to do this, is you're helping him. You're doing the assist action, so that gives him an advantage on his check. That's why we're kind of
Okay,
mechanically doing this.
that works for me.
Okay. Well, I've just done the first one, so I'll do the second one now. That's 17.
Your thrones are 2.5. That's it. That's
Okay.
amazing. So
He
2.5.
notices it moved,
But he was looking away. What else? What a dick.
but he saw out of the corner of his eye the
Oh.
box move. I got a 19.
Shit.
It is
So-
if you've got 2.5.
Okay. In that case,
That, it
Uh,
I'm gonna shove him to the ground immediately.
So you'll see him notice you.
Actually, wait. I'll wait and see what happens.
is, they've got the same
So
kit.
because you were very
Yeah,
close, I'm going to
we
let you
only-
do. You know,
I'm gonna shout at him and say, "Why is it?" Oh no, shit. I'll leave it.
no, I'm gonna
gonna be
throw the box. Does that count as an attack? Because invisibility wears
No,
off when you attack.
No, we need the
or-
box. We need to keep.
it depends
the
what you're
box.
doing with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but if I just throw it away.
Throw it to
Then we can
Riardon,
run
and
to
then
pick
Riardon
it
can
up
run
and
with
run.
it.
No, Riordan's visible.
Yeah, he's gonna know my face.
I don't know whether I, just want to try and outrun it.
I don't think that would make you visible because you're not attacking anything.
Yeah.
But it was different when Talion was essentially kicking a door because he was attacking the door. You're not attacking anything. So I
Yeah.
don't really think
Oh,
that would make you
fucking
visible.
What if I
Just-
throw an apple at his head?
That's
What are you-
different.
Okay,
That's different.
can I quickly run like a bit further away so he won't know where the apples
Oh,
come
we
from?
should-
And I'm just gonna launch an
Doesn't that
apple
make
really
you
hard at his
Does
head.
that make you uninvisible though?
It
will
will,
make-
but,
that'll make
Use
you
the
visible.
banana
but,
skin.
like, you know, even if he looks around, he won't necessarily know 100% it was me. I'll just kind of be with my mask standing there.
It's going to be really obvious that it was you, though.
Remember, there is
You're the only
nobody
person
else
in that
around apart from the
direction.
merchants.
I mean, I
Just
really
bear
want the
that in-
box. I think it's worth it throwing the apple at him, unless you guys have got a better
Okay.
idea.
Right, so I'm holding the box, and I've got time to act.
Yeah.
I found.
There isn't really a lot I can do here.
Trash.
I could bring him.
No, no, no,
around,
you-
so-
You just need you could just like act casual.
Oh my
Well,
god, Riardon, what
I
you should
think I'm
do
just
is you
gonna
should put your hand on his shoulder and look at him and say, "Are you alright, mate? You look a little bit like you've seen a
Oh,
ghost."
yes, you should do that.
Oh yeah, actually, when he does look around, I'm probably gonna be like, "There's nothing behind you."
There's nothing.
But he has noticed the box moving. So is
Yes.
the box just floating in my hands right now?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, I'm just
So
gonna.
you can
I'm just
imagine.
gonna
You
run
can
for it, I
imagine.
think.
So basically, it was on
Just
like
run,
a
just
shelf
start running, yeah.
underneath the
Yeah.
counter. So what's essentially happened is it's come out of the shelf and is moving across. It's
Yeah.
in there.
Just run for it, and if
Is
he
Is it
chases you, I'll throw- I'll
particularly
throw an
heavy,
apple.
or yeah? Can I vault
it's not
back
heavy,
over
you could
the
carry
back over
it.
the counter? I would like to vault over the counter with it.
Sure.
This is
Yeah.
why I was thinking of throwing it.
It's up to you which one you do.
I reckon run.
I'll take acrobatics.
Yeah. I
Okay.
reckon run.
On to take acrobatics. I'm gonna pay. I'm going to. The way I'm going to do it, again, it's up to you whether you want to agree with this. Is his dex because he's going to try and grab box.
Okay, I got 16.
You're successful.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Alright,
We're still
I'm
invisible,
just
right?
gonna-
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still invisible.
So I guess I'm just gonna break for like the tree line. I know there was like a forest to the south, right?
Yeah, but the box isn't invisible. So it's just like a floating box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Or can I
freaked out.
Can I try and stuff the stuff the box into my backpack while I run so it turns invisible with me? Would that work?
Yeah.
Or is it just anything that's on me? Wait, let me read the spell.
Yeah, I think that's very specific. That's I don't know.
Yeah, it is. I think I have a feeling it might be anything that's on you when you cast the spell. That would make sense.
Yeah, it's where it says as long as it's on the target's person, which kind of suggests it's when you cast it, everything that person's currently got is invisible.
Yeah.
I guess
you're
the only
right.
difference is if you ingest it.
Don't
I
do
guess
that.
would
Just
be
just run.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
better
not-
off just
I
run.
don't think
I'm
you
not-
can
Put it in
fit.
your map.
I'm not gonna eat the box.
I wouldn't
Swallow
I
all
mean-
the points.
Well, see if you get away running. Is he able to get away?
If
running?
if I don't, then I can just recast the spell and the box will go invisible anyway. So yeah, I'll keep him running.
Do you have
Okay,
any
so
spell
he's gonna shout out my money box. Catch that box.
Oh, can I go
Riardon,
after it? Can I be like, oh shit, I'll get
Yeah.
it for you, kind sir.
Okay, you
I'm
can.
gonna sprint off after it.
He's basically. Can you roll persuasion? Out of it, actually. So,
Well, is it really persuading if he's actually running
Ah.
off?
based
I'm
on what I'm actually gonna make, I'm possibly gonna get him to do. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What is persuasion? I don't know.
Charisma.
Oh shit, that's not good.
And that whole conservatory bit and garden, yours.
22.
Nice.
So what he's gonna say is, you were clearly more fit than I am. Yeah, I'll leave it.
Woo!
Okay, so I haven't seen that Riardon's only chasing me, right? So is there a check involved with peeling a banana and throwing the skin behind me as I'm running?
No, let's just.
How are you
run
gonna
around the
peel a
corner and
banana
then
when you've got?
Oh yeah, I've got two hands in
boxing.
it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll leave the banana for now.
We can just run off and never come back.
So so it's up to you on how far you plan on running.
I'm
but
gonna head
yeah.
back to like the entrance because I assume Ciri's gonna come back there at some point. So I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there could be like a no goldenness, so I don't know.
Nah, it's his money box. There must be something. in
It's,
it.
it's got to be,
It's
It's
yeah.
at least
for
your
nothing,
2
yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
So you'll
So
at least get
I
your money
mean,
back.
I'll run to the tree line and
Okay.
then stop because I mean I need to wait for Talion anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm by the entrance.
Outside.
I don't know where you are.
All right. So yeah, you successfully both go into the trees, into the sort of shrubbery. So it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you what you want to do with that.
Come back and let me open the box.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my 2 gold back. And a possible share.
Yeah, 'cause at this-
check
yeah,
what's
at this-
actually in there.
Well, you can't because Haiss has got the key.
I'm just waiting
Oh,
by
I
the
see, I
entrance
see.
because I don't know where you
Yeah.
are. I assume you're gonna come back.
Yeah, I guess we'll come
Oh, right,
meet you
I see.
back at the entrance.
Yeah.
But you're still invisible, aren't you?
I'll just hit like I'll just swipe in anger at something along the way and get rid of my invisibility.
Smack a wall.
Yeah.
Is the
Okay.
entrance
Well, I'm gonna
outside?
retain the invisibility and come to the entrance.
Okay.
So what are you doing with this box?
Oh shit! It's still visible, isn't it?
No, but
Well,
he
we
doesn't
can't
know- he
open
doesn't
it in
know
front
you
of the
took it 'cause
guards.
he didn't see you. So no, they
Yeah,
know.
but
Also, didn't
it's
you
a
say
money
it's
box,
sort of-
man.
Okay, I'll stand off
Riardon
like a
just
bit to the
sort of ran
side,
off
away
for
from the
it.
guards. and
Let's
I'll-
just
I'll-
let's retire to our tent, let's just go into a random tent.
Okay.
Trying to think if I could just give them the box back. Just put fakes in there.
Well, okay, let's see what's in it first. Pass me the box, Siri.
And if
Yeah.
you
Sorry,
get
I'll
illusion-
hold out my hand silently. I'm still keeping up this thing. And
Yeah,
Someone's
Talion.
really good at
Have the
illusion.
box.
They could cast like illusion on the box so that when Riardon hands it back,
I
it
might
looks like the money's
actually-
in there.
That was so good.
I'll open the box then, Sunny.
So you find in there,
Yep.
a lot of gold,
How much?
85 gold.
Nice.
Damn. Nice.
Alright, I'll give.
Shit, nice.
I mean, I'll split it out evenly, yeah. So.
Oh,
I
good
mean, the
man.
kitchen needs ripping out.
Well, 85 doesn't divide by 3, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright, let me think how much I want to keep for myself.
Was that a 2?
I'm alright. I'm at least getting.
Okay,
at
so
least breaking even.
I'll give those two 28,
The only thing that does need doing is the kitchen.
28 gold, and then I'll take.
Surrounding road. because
No, wait.
I don't know
I've done my maths wrong.
the- It looks nice, but
How much was in there? Sorry, 85.
yeah. So what's 85 divided by 3 is 28.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll give
Three.
Ciri 29, and I'll keep 28 and for myself and Riardon.
Okay.
Alright.
That's honourable.
Thank you.
Who
I
are
know,
you?
yeah, I'm gonna I will silently give out the money. I won't say anything. I'll just give...
How much was that? 20,
Shout.
29 to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
was a good
considering that
little heist,
bullshitting them and being
guys.
like, oh, there's only 10 gold in there.
Ah.
Nah, I'll be nice.
So, is that it?
Mission accomplished, I think. That gives me 77.5 gold.
Should probably
Nice.
like dump the box or something. I don't know. I'm not going back that much.
Can I tuck the box under
Yeah,
this guy's
maybe.
tent pillow and
maybe-
then I'll leave?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tuck it there so if anybody does come looking, they'll frame him and
Okay.
just walk.
Oh no,
That's
this
the thing.
that's,
Who?
this could be.
Whoever's
nah,
tent we're in.
this could be useful. I think we can maybe use that better.
I mean, I'm just gonna leave it there. So yeah, if you want to take it, I'm not gonna do anything.
But what if we planted it in one of the combatants' tents?
Do they have tents? I thought they were all staying in the thing.
You're in a much better position at the moment.
Do they have
Also,
an area?
during
Sonny?
the-
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
So like they wouldn't be able to come out and steal it. In fact, because they're all stuck in there. Yeah.
So that dropped.
Or we could frame one of the other merchants.
I did think that, but yeah. it's up to
Slip it
you.
underneath the action figure, dude.
I'm just gonna head back. I'm just gonna head back to Aramil and see what he's been up to.
Okay. So when you come back, that fight is finished. So
Who won? Oh shit! I
Oh,
forgot.
yes.
Who won?
you'll find
Well,
out.
let's
So because
see.
obviously
There you go.
Starkriek and Aramil were still there, so they would see this fight. So I will act out that fight for them.
Witness the fight.
But,
Right.
yeah.
Got enough time for this.
So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So gong sounds. So Rhaegar is first to charge in. So he goes in, spear in hand, and basically goes to thrust his spear at Morella. She, like some kind of weird liquid ninja, basically dodges it to one side and just launches with her rapier. Basically
The wrong
launches a
man
counter
running on the
attack.
wrong one.
So,
Gonna get
but
something.
Rhaegar basically, obviously, thrust it across, but then whacks her with the wooden part of his spear.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So that basically hits her sort of in the midriff and knocks her back. However, on her way out, she does manage to swipe at the tip with the tip of her
This is so
rapier.
cool.
Oh, just the tip.
Just the tip. Not enough to do loads of damage, but enough to cut on the way out.
Sorry.
So Rhaegar goes for a sort of a. He wants to keep her at a distance, so he kind of goes for a swing of his spear to try and keep her at a distance. So he goes for like a sidewards sort of swipe. She basically jumps, spins over it, and I mean she still gets cut, but nowhere near as much as she would have done if she obviously took the brunt of it. So she manages to spin around the brunt of it.
Nice.
And sort of while she's spinning, is able to swipe again. So you can kind of imagine the sort of jumps, sort of ninja jump, spin / land on the other side kind of maneuver. But obviously, doing so lands her very close to where Rhaegar is because she's had to get close enough to attack. So she's obviously up close and personal with him. So he basically goes for, because obviously a spear can't be used, the metal part of a spear can't be used so close. So he basically gets the middle, sort of both sides of his spear and just whacks her. Again, sort of straight in the face.
Mhm.
However, she manages to duck out of the way before it makes contact. So she sort of, much similar to Ogre, so basically squats down to dodge this attack. While she's down there, she manages to pierce one of his legs with her rapier.
Nice.
Rhaegar is now starting to get really furious, and he basically goes into a bit of a berserk. He basically goes into a berserk swinging frenzy. So he's how do I explain it? So again, much sort of like a parade baton spinning, kind of, from side to side, kind of frantically swinging it around.
Yeah.
So Morella's basically trying her best to dodge and counter, and she manages to do it to somewhat. So she's managing to get her vital organs out of the way. So she's only taking minor cuts rather than any fatal wounds. Basically, while that's happening, Rhaegar, sort of, when he steps on his pierced leg, winces for a bit, and that basically gives her an opportunity to stab his other leg.
Okay.
So, obviously, having both legs pierced right through brings him to his knees. But again, remember, she's obviously right next to him to do it because a rapier only has a very short range, especially if you're going to pierce right through. In the sheer pain, and the fact that he's being so close quarters, Rhaegar lets out his dragon breath.
Yep.
And yeah, I was gonna...
So being red, his one's fire based. She basically isn't expecting it, because obviously she was just expecting him to whack with his spear. So she completely catches her off guard, and this fire breath lands straight at her chest, and sends basically because it's so short range, the impact sends her flying. So she kind of lands, on the ground about 20 feet away. So she manages to get up though, and just starts kind of padding herself down. However, in the time that she spent doing this, Rhaegar manages to run her through with his spear.
Oh no!
Pierces right in her gut, and what he then does is it lifts her off the ground.
Oh
no!
She's not dead yet, however.
How durable
Oh
is
my
she? God.
God.
She can like burn and run.
She
through.
obviously starts screaming in pain.
Yeah.
And excessive amount of blood is coming out of her.
Yeah.
She, however, manages to grip her rapier tightly and rams it into Rhaegar's eye.
No, what?
Oh,
Is he dead?
damn.
And then what ends up happening
Well, for his brain.
is after she's stabbed him in the eye, she lets go of her rapier, and with both her legs kicks the rapier further into his skull. Everyone falls to the floor. No, for a moment nobody moves. So for about 5 seconds nobody moves. The only one to get back up is Morella.
No,
Oh,
man,
damn.
that's two upsets. Man, half of me bank off
Oh my
that. How much
God,
did you? How
that's
much did you bet on her?
I put. Oh no! I mixed it up. I put 10 on her and 14 on him, and I meant to put 14 on her and 10 on him.
But it was like 5-1.
Oh well.
3-1
Yeah,
worth.
it was 3-1.
Oh,
so
still
the
making
more the
profit.
better.
Yeah.
So Aramil does get 40 gold from
Nice.
that bet though. So
Yay!
and Starkriek gets 1 gold, 60 silver.
Damn. That's insane.
Shit, nice.
So the announcer comes back out and goes, "Wow, that's the second woman winning. That's okay." He's basically lost for words at this point. He doesn't know what
when
to.
they, oh god, I've got a great plan.
But the fanboys basically cheer again. It's Morella, we love you. Basically, taking a little bit of a leaf out of Arthur's book. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, so she basically picks herself up. I mean, she's heavily wounded, so she kind of just sort of staggers back off out of the arena. So the announcer basically says, right, that's the first round of fights finished. There'll be a 4-hour gap. You can use this time to make some bets for the next round. The odds based on these fights will change. The odds for the next round of combat. So the odds for winning the tournament for the 4 remaining combatants are as follows. For Aegis, it's 1-1. For Morella, it's 4-1. For Sasha, it's 6-1. And for Starkriek, it's 3-1.
The temptation to bet on Sasha.
It means Starkriek dying, but yeah.
Sorry, Starkriek. What I was going to say was when they come back, what I want to do is I want to say, well, Siri, as I put your 5 gold on Cirilla, I'll give you 15 gold back.
Sounds about right.
And oh no, sorry, it's 20 gold. Sorry, you get 20 gold back.
Rolling.
So I'll give you 20 gold back, and I'll just look at Talion and I'll be like, look, it didn't go well.
Can I just I don't my face is just gonna snap to him, and I'm just gonna stare at him in disbelief, and I'm gonna kind of hold
I'm just gonna say this: I'll give you your money back, but you didn't earn anything. So I'll give him his 4 gold back.
I'll just kind of shake my head and I'll just kind of put my palm up. I don't need it. I don't say that. Obviously, everything's quiet. I'll just kind of put my palm
Just
up.
out of interest, do we have any sort of visual representation of what Talion's mask actually looks like?
Yes. So it's a wooden mask. It's a wooden mask, kind of like the mask from The Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's all painted black, and it's got gold, sort of singular paint strokes down there, and sort of the accents are all kind of gold trimmed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will leave it there.
I'm gonna have as well. I was gonna say. So I'm gonna stop the recording here.
I won't bother with the next part of the announcement. We'll start next session with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that's
through
cool.
the first round.